Come up with an original idea. Come up with an original story. Do your own shit. Stop biting. You know, that's like a motherfucker talking about, you know, Nas Illmatic was the greatest album ever. Okay, somebody plans a reboot Illmatic. Totally different rapper, totally different production, but they're gonna put Illmatic on it. You just don't do that. Lord have mercy. Y'all, you know what? I'm just gonna embrace who I am. I guess I'm a bitter old man who doesn't like to see his old childhood classics fucked with. That's what it is. So I got the news this morning that Warner Brothers is attempting to reboot New Jack City. Saw it all on the timeline. My first reaction was, hell to the no. No. Stop. Just stop. Stop taking my childhood classics and fucking with them. I made a few rant videos on this topic with other movies like The Lion King and Aladdin. I even made a rant video about Shaft, about how this Shaft sequel did not need to be made. But if you watch my channel, you watch my review, I really love Shaft. I adored it. But at the same time, I was not a Richard Roundtree Shaft fan. I was a fan of the 2001, but still, I felt like this didn't need to get made. But New Jack City it just has a special place in my heart. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about my first experience watching New Jack City. I got the bootleg. I borrowed the bootleg from a friend of mine, and it was at the time where you could put 6 movies on one VHS tape, right? So it was the last movie on the tape. But if you didn't time the shit right, a lot of times that last movie would get cut off. So New Jack City was a cam copy, and it was the last movie on the tape. It cut off about, I say there was maybe 20 minutes left into the film, maybe 15. It was in the last act. It was when they found out that the Ice-T character, Appleton, was 5-0. That warehouse scene, that shootout, and then it cut off. Because I love the movie so much, even though I couldn't watch the end. Do you know that I rewatched that shit over and over and over again? I've watched New Jack City maybe about 15 times before I even saw the ending. It took me almost a year when it came on VHS at Blockbuster that I finally saw the whole thing all the way through. But for my first 10 experiences watching this movie, I watched a shitty cam copy that cut off near the end, and I adored it. I got mad every time it cut off, but I adored it. New Jack City is a special film. Now, if you've never seen the movie, you would probably say, yeah, this is cheesy. Or even those that saw the movie, they say, oh, it hasn't aged really well. It doesn't, it doesn't hold up now. It's a little dated. I totally get that. This is just me personally, my opinion. This movie is timeless to me. I could watch it over and over again, and each time I enjoy it more because the nostalgia every time I watch it takes me back to the 90s, back when I had hair, before my hairline went back. Man, I had a flat top with a part. I wore the bright colored shit. You know what I mean? The Knicks were a good basketball team. The Giants were respectable. This was a time in my life that was just magical, man. The music. The thing about New Jack City that really had the appeal at the time was it reflected the hip hop culture. So you're talking about the early 90s, where it's like the golden age of hip hop, man. That movie reflected the times, the music, the fashion. It appealed to the youth, and then it appealed to the older folks too. That film was universally loved. Now, you take today's hip-hop climate, I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but fuck it, it's my channel. Remember, you clicked on my face. You take the hip-hop climate now. Yeah, hip-hop is definitely dead to me. I ain't feeling none of this new shit now. I'm sorry. I'm a lame-ass nigga. Call me whatever you want to call me, a whole fuckboy. I don't give a damn. I ain't feeling none of this shit now, man. It is what it is. So if they do this movie and it reflects what's going on today, the youth might appreciate it. I know some people that enjoyed Superfly. I made a video shitting on Superfly, and some people actually dug it. That's cool. That's your prerogative. Me, I love the 1972 joint with Ron O'Neal, Curtis Mayfield on the soundtrack. I couldn't watch the new Superfly. I couldn't do it. But it appeals to today's generation. So today's generation might like it. But with that being said, what was so special about New Jack City was it was for the younger generation, and the older generation liked it too. It appealed to everybody. You know what I mean? It was a gangster movie. It was a hip hop movie. It was just like a gumbo of just black culture. You know what I mean? It had shades of Godfather in there. That had some Superfly in there. Had a little bit of House Party in there. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that movie was lightning in a bottle. To me. Don't fuck with it. Just leave it alone. By the way, shout out to Mario Van Peebles, who made just a masterpiece. Mario Van Peebles directed this movie. He also played, what was his character's name in the movies? Many times as I watched that movie, what the hell was Stone? Okay, he played Detective Stone. Shout out to him, man. You know, he also did Posse and Panther and Badass, which is a very underrated gem. Yes, he did his thing on this film, and I think it would be a diss, an insult to the man to reboot or redo what's already a masterpiece. Certain films you do not touch. And yeah, okay, I'm going to mention some films here, and you're going to say, how could you even mention that as in the same breath as those? Listen here. Once again, goddammit, this is my personal opinion, my channel. If you got your opinion, put your video up and I will watch it. And I may agree to disagree. Films like The Godfather, films like Jaws, Rocky, shit like that. You know, even a film like Predator, which we've had sequels in a punk-ass reboot. Films like those, leave the fuck alone. Do not bother them. Do not touch them. Okay? Now, okay, films that do belong in the category with New Jack City. Juice. There was rumors that Juice was going to be remade with Soulja Boy in the lead role. Then they're saying they had another reboot in mind with, I forgot the actors that they wanted to play. But yeah, it's my rebooting Juice. No. Do not touch Juice. Do not touch Menace to Society. Do not touch Dead Presidents. Okay, goddammit. Leave them alone. Only hood movie that I want to see, not even a redo, but a sequel to, is Friday. I want that Last Friday movie, okay? But other than that, leave these other shits alone. Boys in the Hood, do not touch those. House Party, do not touch them. Leave them be. Please. That's all I ask. If anybody from Warner Brothers is watching this, anybody that gives a fuck about what I say, do not touch New Jack City. Please. It is a favorite of mine. I watched that for the first time at 11 years old. I'm 40 now. I can still watch it. I watch it at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, depending on if I'm drinking or not. I adore that film. I adore the soundtrack. New Jack City has probably arguably the best soundtrack ever. One of them, okay? One of them. When I think about the best soundtracks, I think New Jack City. I think Superfly. I think the OG Shaft. I'm not a fan of the movie, but the soundtrack was ill. Foxy Brown, Willie Hutch, Crush Groove. You know what I mean? Breaking. Yes, the movie that Kid and Play Distant House Party. I love the Breaking soundtrack. That's just off the top of the dome. Above the Rim. Leave it be. Do not bother it. You can hear the passion in my voice, man. It would be an insult to everybody that loves that film to do that. I can imagine the old heads who adored Superfly and seeing what they did with that. Don't do it. Now, there are remakes that work. There are remakes and reboots that work, okay? Examples are John Carpenter's The Thing, which is a remake to a movie made 30-something years ago. Okay, shit, The Fly is another one. The Jeff Goldblum Fly is a remake of a movie made back in the 50s, okay? Remakes and reboots can be done if done correctly. But a film like that, like New Jack City, you know, bad acting and all. Okay, Ice-T's acting was bad in the movie, but I loved his performance. That's one of them performances where it was bad, but I loved it. Judd Nelson, Mario Van Peebles, Chris Rock is Pookie. Who can play Pookie besides Chris Rock? No. 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 Nino Brown, G Money, the Dudda Man, Keisha. Better step off, Grandpa. Rockabye, baby. No. I'm just going to take a moment. I'm going to take a moment and gather my thoughts, y'all. Because I didn't want to rant. You know, I know that I'm expected to rant and to go off about shit like this. I'm trying not to, but I'm just real passionate about that film. Leave it alone. Just leave it be. Stop. You know, if you want to make a gangster movie, come up with an original idea. Get a gangster book and adapt it into a movie. That's what motherfuckers did back in the day. They would take a novel and they make a film out of it. Stop trying to redo what you've done and that was successful. Stop trying to, no, come up with an original idea. Come up with an original story. Do your own shit. Stop biting. You know, that's like a motherfucker talking about, you know, Nas Illmatic was the greatest album ever. Okay, somebody plans a reboot Illmatic. Totally different rapper, totally different production, but they're going to put Illmatic on it. You just don't do that. You don't do that. If it's a classic, leave it be. All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm about at 11 minutes right now. Have you heard about the new Jack City reboot? What do you think about it? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's a horrible idea? Do you think that I'm just a bitter old fuck who is just a lame ass nigga making YouTube videos and don't know what he's talking about? Comment freely below. Alright? I want to know what y'all think. So anyways, y'all, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.